viewers, what's going on? It is your boy once again, RKL2580, here to do my Raw review for August 12th, 2013. This is the final Raw going into this Sunday's WWE Summerslam pay-per-view. Let's not waste any time and get this Raw review underway. So Raw kicked off, wasting no time. We have the rematch from this past Friday's SmackDown, I guess, from my boy Daniel Bryan, your number one contender for the WWE Championship, against Wade Barrett. And just when I thought Dan Bryan was going to beat the crap out of Wade Barrett once again, and oh yeah, I forgot, the special referee was the Raw GM himself, the Brad Maddox, or I like to call him the Maddox. And after a cradle by Barrett, and then 1, 2, 3 fast count, D.Bry gets screwed, and Wade Barrett picks up the victory. And boy, all I have to say was no, 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 no. All right, you had Randy Orton go up against the intellectual savior among the masses, Money in the Bank winner versus Money in the Bank winner, and of course Cody Rhodes was on commentary. And the match was going fine, but at the same time, didn't we already see this match before? Probably we have. And of course, Cody Rhodes distracts him, and he has the newly Sandoized briefcase. Chocolate! Yeah, handcuffed so that way Rhodes would steal it, and Rhodes was still messing with him anyway. Then, what else? RKO, 1, 2, 3. Randy Orton wins. And oh god, this mixed tag team match, oh my god. Kali, yeah, and Natalia, who I love, and go up against my girl, my baby, AJ Lee, and my new boy is starting to be Biggie Langston, and of course, when it got towards the end, when Natalia locked on the sharpshooter, this was an awkward finish, and I think this is going to be on another episode of Boxing Man. This is the most awkward botch I've ever seen thus far. AJ tapped and the referee didn't see it, so then I guess either it's Natalia's or the referee's fault because she let go of the hold. Because she was saying, like, hold my hand up, and then she did it again, and she wins. I'm like, and then the post match with Biggie beats down Kali, and then Kali beats the crap out of them and stuff. So, man, I'm just speechless with this. So, all right, you had Vincent Kennedy McMahon, and he called out the Maddox, and of course the Maddox was sucking up to Vince, and he was trying to give him a second chance. And he's like, do you want the Brad Maddox to be a special guest referee for Cena and Daniel Bryan this Sunday? And I was like, no, 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 like everybody else. And then McMahon was like, in his crazy ass mind, saying like, I'm gonna make it official. As chairman of the board, I'm gonna make Brad Maddox the special. And then Triple H saying like, oh, I agree on the special referee, but we ain't gonna put Brad Maddox in. I'm gonna do it. And then he pedigrees the Maddox for his troubles. So once again, Triple H is in the middle of the SummerSlam main event for when I saw him special guest referee for this, I was thinking SummerSlam 2011 all over again. Like he got in the middle of Cena and Punk and stuff. So now he's gonna do it again with Cena and Bryan. I know a lot of people are pissed about this, and that's fine, yeah. And I can understand because Triple H once again, gotta be in the spotlight. Yeah, typical Triple H. We shouldn't be surprised. So we had Kane versus Titus O'Neil. Kane makes quick work, and then the Wyatt family arrives, and then just when the lights turn back on, they're like, where did Kane go? He was already up in the ramp, and then he outsmarted the Wyatt family, and then boom, Ring of Fire. Yep, and I'm like, so instead of a firm match, it's a Ring of Fire. So, all right, and I can't wait for that match this Sunday. So, Kane, Bray Wyatt, Ring of Fire. So you had Kofi Kingston versus Alberto Del Rio, and this match was all right to me, and no surprise, Del Rio beats Kofi Kingston. Damn shame what they doing to Kofi. Yep, even they hardly gave him a return, and pretty much it's like nothing's changed. Nothing has changed. And Del Rio wins with a cross arm breaker, and I'm like, Yep, just to make him look strong, I guess, for Sunday. And next you had the Real Americans versus the Usos. Usos, Usos. Love the Usos. And I like this match. I like the Usos get one over the Real Americans, and I couldn't be any happier. And now we get on to the segment that everybody's been buzzing about, the Miz TV segment between Daniel Bryan and John Cena. So you had Daniel Bryan and John Cena on the episode of Miz TV. When Miz started talking and stuff, I was thinking, oh God, there's gonna be another usual Miz TV that I just don't care about. And but this, I have to say, this was the best Miz TV segment ever. Cause really, the Miz was hardly involved. It was most just Daniel Bryan and John Cena and stuff having their war of words and stuff. And Daniel Bryan saying to John Cena like, "You're nothing but a parody of wrestling," all that stuff. And he's like, "Oh, I'm not in it for the fame, the glory, all that stuff." He said, "I'm in it for the wrestling." And I like when he said the Miz too. He said, "Don't interrupt you, or I'm gonna punch you in the face." I was like, yeah, Daniel Bryan. I love him. And yeah, he shared my sentiments exactly because I can't stand the Miz either. So I sure want to do that. Yeah, and then Cena's like, it's like, you almost got me, D.Bry. Like, you almost. And he's like, oh, with the critics and all that stuff, John Cena being John Cena. Yeah. Say, oh, people say I had 5 moves of doom. Saying, we've seen enough. And then he's like, oh, please think that about me. Because every time they do, I always come back and all that stuff. And then he was running down the list saying Punk, Rock, I know Michael, Triple H, and then saying like, you don't belong in that class. And I was like, damn, see, that was a low blow, man. And Dan Bryan's like, you don't respect me. He's like, right there, clear as day. And he's like, oh, you've been a champ 11 times. He's like, I wanted to be champ just one time. And he's like, oh, for you, seeing this is another SummerSlam, but for me, it's the biggest match of my life. Showing that passion. That's why I've been calling Daniel Bryan the modern day Gohan, because he is. He's showing that anger. Like when he gets pissed, look out. And then Cena got the slap D.Bry and Daniel Bryan, and then Cena's like, come on, D.Bry, slap me. And then Daniel Bryan's like, He's like, you don't deserve this. You're not worthy of a slap. And then Triple H comes out, I don't know, and then Orr's like, yeah, remember me, guys? Saying like, I can still cash this in, son. Praying to God he don't cash in, because if he do, you know what's gonna happen. All right, so that's how we end that amazing segment. And little more thing, like I'm surprised this segment didn't end. I know the Raw show, because I thought this was a good, would be a better ending to Raw than what we got. Which I didn't mind the other ending, but I thought this should have ended Raw though. That it was that damn good. So it looked like R-Truth and Don Go was gonna have like a dance off or something like that, but it lead into the summer 20-man battle royal. The winner gets to face Dean Ambrose for the U.S. title, and no surprise, RVD wins, and it was between him and Henry and stuff. So yeah, RVD wins, and then Henry got to come in and give him props, and then the Shield arrives, and then it looked like 2-on-3, and then finally the Big Show returns. And might I say, the Big Show looks good now that he lost all that weight. And you know what? I've never been the biggest Big Show fan in the world, but maybe this time around I might start to get behind the guy. So we'll see. And finally, we end Raw with the Heyman and Punk match, but really, it was to be expected. It was all a trap, and then he brings out the Beast, the Juggernaut, the Hulk, Brock Lesnar, and then and then Heyman was going on Punk saying like, oh, he used to respect me and all that stuff, and now all he cares about is you people. And the CM Punk music plays, and then he comes from behind, and CM Punk finally gets one over Brock Lesnar. Finally, because for the most part to this Monday on Raw, Brock Lesnar always got the best of CM Punk every time. Yep, and Lesnar took him down. But this time, CM Punk got the one up on Lesnar, and then Kurt Axel comes in. Of course, we forget he's a hanging guy too, but then he gets GTS for his show. So that's how we end Raw this weekend. Overall, I thought Raw, the final Raw going into SummerSlam this Sunday was a really good, solid show. And I really can't wait for SummerSlam this Sunday. So look out for my SummerSlam 2013 pay-per-view predictions. And this is your boy RKL2582 signing off. Peace and let's go to SummerSlam this Sunday. Oh yeah.